Hey guys, this is a little review of lesson 9, which deals with unit rates a lot. I'm going to go through some of your homework problems for tonight, Wednesday night actually, as the review. So if you watch this early, you get a little help with your homework outside of class. If you watch this on Thursday, that's fine too. It'll be good review for you to go over these and make sure you did them right anyway. Again, remember you have a quiz Friday over this stuff. It all has to do with unit rates, and the very first thing, we'll go ahead and get started here. The very first thing that a unit rate must have, remember, is per one of something. Okay, that's what a unit rate really is. It's per one of something. So if you get a certain number of miles and you get a certain number of hours, if they want to know how many miles per hour you go, it's miles per, there's an implied 1 hour. It's miles per 1 hour. So whenever you get something like, say you went 300 miles in 5 hours, and they want to know how many miles per hour you went, well, you're going to take that 300 and you're going to have miles. Now, they want to know miles per hour. 1 hour is what they're asking for. Okay, so that's going to be on bottom. It's going to be, you went 300 miles per 5 hours. Well, how are you going to find out how many miles you went in 1 hour? You're going to take those 300 miles and you're going to break them apart into 5 different hours and see how much you went each hour. Okay, so you'd have 300 miles over 5 hours, and if you do the division of this, 300 divided by 5, 5 goes into 30 6 times, 5 goes into 0 0 times, you get 60, and that would be how many miles per hour. That's why that per means that division, miles per each and every hour. Why is this important to know these unit rates? Okay, why can't you just look at 300 miles in 5 hours? Well, when you find this unit rate, you can look at any number of hours you want and find out how many miles you go in any number of hours. So this is 60 miles per hour. Say you want to find out how many miles you drive in 8 hours. Okay, well, if you find out you drive 300 miles in 5 hours, you can't really simply find after 8 hours how far you'd be. You need to find that unit rate per 1 hour first, okay? And then you take that times however many hours you're going. So 60 times 8 hours, okay? And you'd get 480 miles. That'd be 480 miles in 8 hours. 480 miles per 8 hours. 480 miles per 8 hours, okay? So, all of these have relationships. They're all proportional, okay? So, anything that we have with that reduces to the same unit rate. 300 miles in 5 hours is the same proportionally as 480 miles in 8 hours. And both of these are the same as 60 miles per 1 hour. Okay? It's 60 miles per hour, and they're all going to be proportional. So people said, like one of the examples we had the other day was we had 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then we had that per 1 1/2 cup of flour for the recipe. And we said, well, how much would we need if we only had 1 cup of flour? How much vanilla would we have to adjust to if we only had 1 cup of flour? And a lot of you said, well, we take 1/2 away from each. You get half a teaspoon of vanilla per 1 cup of flour. Well, can you just take a half off of each? Are they proportional like that? The example I showed you was, well, something simple. What if we went 8 miles in 2 hours? Okay? Based on what we just did, where we took a half away from each, in this case, what if we wanted to find how many you'd go in 1 hour? Well, based on that, we would just go 7 miles per hour. Okay? Now, does that match up? Is that proportional? We took away 1 of each, just like we took away half of each in the other one. 8 minus 1 is 7. 2 minus 1 is 1 hour. Is that proportional? No. After 2 hours in this bottom case, we'd be 14 miles in 2 hours. So that's not the same. Okay, that's not the same exactly. So we can't do that. We have to find that relationship. We have to find that unit rate first. Okay, so we'll go through this first problem, the first 2 or 3 problems in your homework, and hopefully that'll help you a little bit. So, this produce place sells cranberries in bulk for $2.40 per pound. We'll go ahead and write that. It's important information. $2.40 per 1 pound. Okay, it also sells 8-ounce packages of cranberries for $1.50. $1.50 per 8 ounces. Okay? And then it says, which is the better buy? Now, they're not in terms of the same thing. And it reminds you that 8 ounces is 1/2 of a pound. Okay? So, if 8 ounces is 1/2 a pound, how do we get this 8 ounces to a whole pound? Well, we got to double both of those, right? 150 doubled is $3, and that would actually be $3 per pound. So this is actually the better buy here. Okay? So, in the next example, or next number 1, it says use division to find the price per ounce of the bulk and the package of cranberries. Okay? Round it to the nearest cent. Okay, now I told you for money we always want to approximate up. So if you go like we had 62.5 cents, you want to go up to 63 cents just to overestimate. Just in case you need to find out the price of something, you want to overestimate. You want to make sure you have more than you need rather than less than you need. Okay, so price per ounce for the bulk of cranberries. The bulk goes $2.40 per pound, $2.40 per pound. And how many ounces are in a pound? Because it wants it per ounce. Well, 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So this is actually $2.40 per 16 ounces. Okay? So, we've got to take $2.40 divided by 16 ounces. We've got to split it up into 16 different ounces and see how much 1 ounce is. Okay? So, 240 divided by 16. How many times does 16 go into 24? 1 time. How many times does 16 go into 80? Okay, that would be 5 times. So, your first one, and you can rewind this if you don't catch on to something right away, okay? Your first one is 15 cents per ounce. Okay? Next one. We get $1.50 per 8 ounces. Okay? We're not in terms of 1 ounce again, so we can't compare them yet. Alright? So we got to look. We got 150 per 8. 150 divided by 8. Okay, so we got 150 divided by 8. How many times does 8 go into 15? Once. We're left with 7. We got 70. How many times does 8 go into 70? 8 times. You get 60. How many times does 8 go into 60? You get 7 times. Okay, so now we got to round up. We know we got to go to 19 cents. So this second one would be approximately 19 cents per ounce. Okay, so which one's the better deal? The $2.40 per pound, or the 15 cents per ounce, the first one. Okay, and you found that already when you did it by pounds. This is just showing you that you can do the same relationship per ounce instead. Okay, So compare the prices per ounce of the packaged in bulk. Which price is less? How much less? Okay, we just kind of did that. We had 15 cents per ounce, and we had 19 cents per ounce, I believe. Okay. So comparing these, the first one's obviously less. How much less? Well, we actually get a deal of 4 cents per every ounce. Every ounce you buy, you get 4 cents, pretty much a 4-cent discount with doing the $2.40 per pound. Okay. All right, next one. Produce place sells a 12-ounce package of cranberries for the same unit price as the 8-ounce package. What is the price of the 12-ounce package? So we found that to be 19 cents. Okay. And then we found that 19 cents per ounce. But it wants to know if it's a 12-ounce package. How much is the price? Okay, so you take that 19, and that's 19 cents times 12 ounces, because this is only for 1 ounce. All right, so we got 9 times 2, 18. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 1 is 1. Okay, we get 8, 12, and we get $2.28. And that would be $2.28 per 12 ounces. Okay, each 12-ounce package costs $2.28. Okay, so remember, an 8-ounce package of that was $1.50. Okay, so on number 3, I went ahead and wrote this out while I was paused to save some time. But remember, on number 3, we used an estimation from number 2. Okay, we found 19 cents, and that was actually an overestimation. So we approximated it to be $2.28. Now, we could find exactly what it would be, and this is how we're going to find that. Okay, so again, you can rewind this as many times as you need to catch on to this, but I just wanted to make sure you understood this and know this. Okay, so we know 8 ounces equals $1.50, right? That's how much an 8-ounce package costs, $1.50. We know that 8 ounces is half of a total pound, so 1 pound, 16 ounces, would be $3 instead of $1.50. Okay? We also know we want 12 ounces out of the 16 ounces that we could have. We want 12 ounces out of a total pound. And 12 ounces out of a total pound is 3/4 of a pound. Okay? So we took that 3/4 of a pound. So 3/4 of the $3 that a pound costs. We want to find 3/4 of the $3 price of a pound. And we multiply straight across with these fractions. We get $9 divided by 4 on bottom. Okay? And $9 divided by 4 gives you $2.25. Okay? So that's the actual price that it would be, $2.25. Now again, the reason we got $2.28 is because we didn't get exactly 19 cents. We got 18 cents and 18.75 cents or something like that. So we overestimated. We approximated a little over, which is good. If you know you need at least $2.28, then you're going to cover that $2.25 that you need for the cranberries. Okay? So that's why we overestimate. If we would have underestimated, if we would have knocked it down to 18 cents instead of 19 cents, then we wouldn't have brought enough money to the store to get these cranberries. We would have showed up and we would have had too little money. Okay? So that's why it's important. Again, this is just a small example that could lead to a bigger problem in your life at some point. Okay? So this is a little refresher on unit rates. Hopefully this helps you. Remember, you have a quiz Friday. Don't forget to submit this video on Google Classroom. Okay? Good luck Friday, and have a good weekend after that. Thanks. Bye.